What's up guys, I hope you're doing great. My name is Guillaume Cornet and today I'm going to show you how I built my YouTube studio. I've been enjoying doing more and more YouTube videos recently. I love teaching stuff and sharing my experience with my community and would like to do that more often. Being a former engineer, I'm more about efficiency and productivity. A year ago, I was seriously considering getting a space for my film production business so that my team could work together, somewhere we could properly store and organize all our camera gear. A studio for client work, but also with a dedicated YouTube studio. However, the COVID pandemic smashed the world and with so many shoots being postponed or cancelled and a huge uncertainty on when we would be out of all of this, I had to reconsider my plans and play it safe. I decided I would keep working from home and double down on YouTube. We just moved to a new place and there was a small study/desk that I could use in a corner of the living room. Though one thing I've noticed is since my office is in the living room, every time I wanted to film, I had to set up all the cameras and light and it nearly took me 1 hour just to set up and the same time pretty much to pack up everything after. This was a huge constraint because the more time I would spend setting up and packing up, the less time I could spend creating those videos. Therefore, I had to find a solution to remove most of the friction in the process. I did a lot of research online looking at what other people were doing. The solution I was looking for had to at least achieve those 3 purposes. Number 1, be a productive workspace, being able to hold a computer, a monitor and hard drive. Number 2, be visually pleasing, something that would correspond to my channel's identity and incorporates nice lighting as well. Number 3, fit in the living room, but since we are renting, I didn't want to drill any hole or paint any wall and it had to be cheap. That had to take advantage of the small space. Then I spent quite some time on Pinterest looking at design inspiration, materials, textures I like. I came up with this idea of building a wooden box that I could paint the color I wanted and drill as many holes I wanted. And this is what the wall setup is composed of. First, 3 MDF boards. They are 25mm thick, they were 2.4 by 1.2 meters and came at $90 each. Probably the most expensive item in the wall setup, but also the most important as this would be used for the 3 faces and the top shelf. Then I painted those sheets in black matte. I was going to go with a fake concrete wallpaper wardrobe, but this option was really expensive and I wasn't sure about the result. So I tried the spray paint and after a test, I actually really liked the look. I did 2 very light layers, which gives that non-uniform look and adds some dimension to the backdrop. I used a few angle brackets and wood screws to keep the sheets in position. I wanted to be able to not only slide in and slide out the side walls very easily, but I also wanted no holes in the walls. So the wall setup had to be self-supporting once in place. The rest are mostly accessories I ordered off Amazon. The first one is a laptop tray, stand and a wall mount. I also ordered a monitor wall mount for $63. Since the desk is fairly small, I wanted to have nothing on it except the keyboard and mouse. The solution for this was to get a VESA monitor mount and laptop tray that I would directly mount on the side walls. At the moment, I use a LG 24-inch 21:9 called as well the 5K 2K monitor, with a MacBook Pro 16-inch fully spec'd from 2019. For editing, I used the standard Apple wireless keyboard, the Logitech MX Master 2S, that I've had for the past 5 years, and the Apple Touchpad, which I mostly use for scrolling through the timeline on Final Cut Pro. I also have a built-in wireless charger for my iPhone and the Apple Watch charger sticking out of the hole in the desk with all the other cables. On the side walls, I use some acoustic foam. The issue with a box-shaped desk space is that the sound reverbs badly, so I found these acoustic panels made of foam that were not only lightweight but easy to cut into shape. I glued them on the sheets using a glue spray can. And then what would be a YouTube studio without some LEDs? Though I wanted to keep it clean and minimal, so I went for a called COB LED. The advantage of COB LEDs is that the LEDs are much smaller and you can't see them. The one I got has 300 LEDs per meter, which makes it dotless. The light is controlled via touch-sensitive switch, and what is cool is that it has a double-sided tape at the back, so very easy to install. Also, I added a small headphone stand on the side to keep my desk clean just for $10. Finally, I use an IKEA storage drawer on wheels at the bottom, which holds all my data storage. I have 3 hard drives daisy-chained via a single Thunderbolt cable that goes directly to my laptop. Now comes the filming station. That one is still at a very early stage and I'll make another video about it. In short, everything is on an IKEA cart and holds my key light, the microphone and obviously the camera. The main thing is that it's fully self-contained and it's on wheels, which makes it easy to store away when not filming. I'm going to put down in the description below some links regarding the different items I've used to build my YouTube studio. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you learned something, please leave a thumb up, and if you have any questions you can leave them down in the comments below. 80% of you guys are not subscribed, so please do so if you want to see more of these videos, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers.